came into FCC when I was probably, I don't want to mess it up, but maybe 3-4 months. I basically grew up in the church, so I think of them as my second family.
I've been a member of First Congregational Church for 5 years this month. I was searching for a church of service. I did not need to be indoctrinated. I did not need to hear people's various theologies. I needed to be about service.
We came one night to a performance at Outpost in the Burbs, and the minister at the time got up and gave a little bit of a talk about, just a little bit of information about FCC. And I remember that he said, "We are a religion that cares more about rights, R-I-G-H-T-S, than rights, R-I-T-E-S."
What actually sold us, I think, was Reverend Ann. She pulled us at coffee hour and sat with us for the hour. And we realized this is a genuine place where we can feel plugged in and feel really welcome.
So when I came here, I was very grateful for the excellence of the ministers. Reverend Ann and Reverend John keep me enthralled.
So First Congregational Church is part of the United Church of Christ, which is a Protestant Reformed denomination.
We began as a community in 1870. We were founded by a group of abolitionists. And from the very beginning, there's an understanding that whoever you were and whatever questions of faith that you had, you were welcomed at FCC.
We are a church that often draws folks who have been scarred or felt rejected from other traditions, and they're searching for a place that feels like home, where they feel they can bring their full selves.
So I would say when you come here, you will not be indoctrinated, you will be invited. You will be acknowledged. You will be embraced.
I just realized that it was a church that I really could be whoever I was, and if that was on a day that I was sad or a day that I was happy, this was the place to bring that.
God's love is never coercive, but it's always a free and open invitation. So what we want to do is we want to draw the circle wide, and we want to say that everybody is welcome to the table, just like Jesus' communion table. All are welcome.
We take Jesus' words very, very seriously, not just his words, but his actions. And one of the things he was known for was reaching across boundaries and welcoming and loving those who had been cast out from their tradition, and thought there shouldn't be litmus tests to keep people from experiencing this kind of community.
It doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter what your church background is. It doesn't matter what your orientation is. It doesn't matter any kind of identifying markers. You can be here, and we just want to be a community.
One of the gifts of FCC is it seems like there's a gravitational force where time and time again, just the people who we need tend to walk through the doors right when we need them.
When you come in to FCC, you're gonna find it's actually genuine space where people are real.
I think for so many people, they are really surprised by the openness and the welcome and the embrace that people from all walks of life and backgrounds, even people from different faith traditions, feel in this community.
And even though I've been here for a while, every time I walk into this church, the smile is contagious.
There was a young man, Davion, who hugged me when I first got here, and I just knew I was so special. And then the next Sunday, I noticed Davion hugging other people the same way. But what it was he was spreading his love. So
passing of the peace, when I get to go around and hug everyone and see the joy, and as they tell me how they love when I hug them, I think that just really, it makes me feel a certain way, because it's these people actually get happy when they see me.
What makes people feel genuinely welcome is the personal interactions.
It really helps me love myself, knowing that I'm accepted.
There was a young mother with her son that had started to come, and she was one of the folks for whom an open table communion meant so much to her. So she's coming down the aisle, and she's got her little one on her hip, and I break off a piece of the bread to her, and I give it to her, and I say, the bread of life given for you. And then I give a little piece to her son, and her son turns to her and says, "Mama, I want some more of that." And she says, "Me too, baby, me too." And I knew what she meant. It wasn't just the bread, it was the welcome. And that is what the world needs more of. And that is why this church is such a special place.
When I leave FCC, whether it's been for a worship service or a meeting, a council meeting or choir practice, I feel good. I feel like I've been in the company of people who are walking the walk.
When I came here, I was looking to serve the greater community, and that's exactly what I found at First Congregational Church.
This faith tradition is all about not what you shouldn't do. Now don't do this and don't do that, and that's a sin, and that, what you should do.
As a teen, I'm always looking for things that make me feel like I've done something and I make an impact. And because I'm in this church, from just seeing the smiles that I may put on people's faces or people in this community, I just get a sense of like I'm a part of something bigger.
It has always felt like, oh yeah, this is where I belong. This is where I'm supposed to be. And I'm so grateful for having found this place.
This is home. This is home without words.
I honestly don't know where I would be without their support and them always backing me up no matter what the circumstances. And I owe them more than I can say.